Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Code with Konishko. Here we will learn C programming from basic to advanced level. So before we start, please like and subscribe my channel. So let's begin. Before we begin, we should know the objectives of our lecture. Always we should know the objectives of what we do and what we should do. So without knowing the objective, we should not progress, because without knowing the aim, we cannot progress in the way. So here comes my objectives of the first lecture. So here we will cover in the first lecture what is C, why should we learn C, where it is used, why C language is so important, its origin, and from where it is evolved. So what is C? Means basically what do we mean by C? C is a programming language. Please note it down. I will give the notes very clearly in my description box, as well as I will also present that. So first you should know, and first please listen to it very carefully. So C is a programming language which was invented in 1972. It is the oldest language even today. Dennis Ritchie was the founder. It was founded in Bell Laboratories in 1972. So basically it is a structure-based language. That is, what is structure-based language? That is, we can divide a program into multiple parts, which makes it easy to write and understand. The main features of C language include low-level memory access, a simple set of clean keywords, and a clean style. These features make C program suitable for system programming like an operating system or compiler development. These are the key features. For these key features, many later languages have borrowed syntax and features directly or indirectly from the C language. Means C language is the father of the language, because every language has borrowed from it, and it is the oldest language. Means it is the oldest language that is been in use. Syntax of Java, I am giving you an example how much it is important. Like the syntax of Java, PHP, JavaScript, and many other languages are mainly based on the C language. Even everybody use the C++ language. I would prefer always to learn C before C++, because we should know the basics first. Without knowing the basics, we should not go to the advanced level. So the C++, which I was saying, is a superset of C language. Few programs may also compile in C also. So you can understand what is the importance of C and why we should learn it. Hope I have cleared you the question, what is C and why should we learn also. So here are the key points of C languages which I have told you. Like the first point is that C is a programming language, which we all know. It was developed at AT&T's Bell Labs, and the others have also designed and written by Dennis Ritchie. It is a structure-based language, world's oldest language which is still running. It allows software developer to develop program without worrying about the hardware platform. Now the next point, programs written in C are portable. So what is the meaning of portable? Portable means that can be moved or carried easily. So programs written in C can be made of minimum or different types of machine with little or no modifications. So now comes the next question, where it is used. So C language is widely used in embedded systems. It is used for developing system applications. It is widely used for developing desktop applications also. Most of the I will give you an example, like most of the applications by Adobe are developed using C programming language. Besides this, C is widely used for creating desktop applications, for developing games, for designing operating systems, for designing compilers, and many things. So here are the points which I have told you. That is, C is widely used for developing games, for desktop application, for designing operating systems, and for designing compilers. You all note these things because these are very important. I am not telling from the exam view purpose, but from the purpose of knowing the thing, from the purpose of deeply knowing the thing, because interviewers may ask it. They are very easy questions, but you always should know, because when you learn one thing, you should learn it from the basic to advanced. From the deep level, you have to learn this. So now comes why C language is so important. So I've previously said about the question. I will give you the points and I will again say it why it is so important. You can see my points. Oracle, I think you have heard this about. Oracle is written in C. Core libraries of Android is also written in C. MySQL, that is structure query language, is also written in C. Almost every device driver is written in C. The Unix operating system is also written in C. In fact, C is one of the most popular language for hardware dependent programming. I have discussed it earlier, but I will again tell you, sorry for my mistake, because they are very important. Please note it down, though I will give you the link in my description box, but please note it down. It will be helpful for your purpose only. So now we will know about its origin. It is very interesting origin. It is not just we have to know it, but it is a very interesting story. So the root of all modern language is Algol. So what is Algol and when it has evolved? It was mainly introduced in the early 1960s. Algol was the first computer language to use a block structure. It gives us the concept of structured programming. Computer scientists like Corrado Baum, Giuseppe Jacopini, Edgar Dijkstra popularized this concept of Algol. So it is the root of all modern languages. We have to know it because it is the root of all programming languages. So when an interviewer asks, or don't think about an interviewer only, we should also know it from our point of view also, because it will be helpful for us. So here are the points of which I have said, that is Algol. Please note it down. All the points what I have said, it is all they are all written in point wise. I can assure you, no YouTuber or you cannot see this type of detailing in any of the other channels. So please learn it. I don't have any other exam or any other point of view. I will only say that please learn it. So now come the next, means from Algol it is not that after Algol it has come to basic, it has come to C. After in the middle portion there is also another language called BASIC. So what is BASIC? As you can see, BASIC is Basic Combined Programming Language, which was developed by Martin Richards in 1967. It was primarily developed for writing system software, and it is a typeless system programming languages. So what is typeless and what are typed language? Some examples of typeless are TCL, Rex and Bliss. The type languages are Java, C++, Python. So what is typeless? In such a language there is essentially only one data, so that a variable can store any type of data, and the type of data stored in a variable can change as the program executes. So it is very easy. But the modern people use are type languages like Java, C++, Python. All are corporate world languages. These are the things we should know. Means Java, Python and C++, they are high demand languages. Also C. So now is it now the C? So viewers, what do you think, that is it now the C language which will evolve? No, it is not C. It is the B language. So now what is B language? B, it was developed by Ken Thompson in 1970. It was created using many features of BCPL. Means it is a part of the BCPL, Basic Command Programming Languages, which we have learned earlier. It was used to create early versions of Unix operating system at Bell Labs. It is the same place from where C will evolve after B. Like BCPL, B is also a typeless system programming language. So you also know that what are the similarities between B and BCPL? They are created using many features of BCPL. Means B is created using many features of BCPL. BCPL is a mother language, and after that, from where B has been evolved. BCPL is also a typeless system programming languages like B. Both vice versa. B and BCPL both are system programming languages, and you should also note that Bell Labs is the place from where C will evolve. So viewers, what do you think? After B, what will be it? Will it be C? So let's see what is after B. Yes, it is the C language, which was developed by Dennis Ritchie in 1972. It was evolved from ALGOL, BCPL and B. So what are the mother languages of C language? Means from where it has been evolved. C is not a language that has directly evolved. It has also some parents like ALGOL, BCPL and B. So we should know that first has come the ALGOL, which is the root of all modern languages. After that, BCPL, basic command programming languages. From that, B contains many similarities of BCPL. It is a typeless system programming language also like BCPL. After that comes C. C was evolved from ALGOL, BCPL and B. That is the first three that we have learned. So I've already said it uses the above mentioned languages and added the concept of data types and other powerful features. Means it is not only that it only uses the concept of BCPL, ALGOL and B. It also has some new features, like B has also some new features. If it is only extracted from BCPL, then what is the use of it? Means one language from another language, no other key, no other extra addition. Then what is new in that? There always have been some new inputs, like it added the concept of data types and other powerful features. So now if anybody asks us what is it, it is now known as traditional C. Is it the origin only? No, we will know about it in much detail in this video only, in this lecture only. So after C, it has come K and RC. So what is K and RC? Means what is the new thing? Nothing new. It is after the publication of the book The C Programming Language by Brian Keddingham and Dennis Ritchie in 1970. Dennis Ritchie, please note the line. Dennis Ritchie is the developer of C language, and now the K and RC means K from Brian Keddingham's K and Dennis Ritchie's R. K and RC. It was evolved in 1978. After that, C came to be known as K and RC. So what is after that? Means what is after K and RC? Let's see. Now, it is now known as NCC. This version came in 1989. This version of C is also known as C89. Why C89? Very easy answer. Because this version has came in 1989. American National Standard Institute means ANSI, from where the name has evolved, NCC. It is appointed a technical committee to define a standard of C, which approved the version of C 1989, and thus the name came, which I have already said. Nothing new about it. It only approved the version of C. Like when we go to college and learn anything, it is not okay, you can learn it from YouTube, but the authorization or the approval is coming from the college. So it is needed, means the approval is needed. Nothing new has occurred in NCC. Now NCC is not the last. It has also in many parts. I hope you are enjoying my lecture. It is my first lecture, so please adjust, but I think I am giving you the best. Please see, Wait and watch. So after that what? After that it is known as ISOC. Sorry, it is not ISO, it is ISOC. It was developed in 1990. International Standards Organization approved the above version and thus ISOC came into place. So what is new? Nothing new. Again I am saying, from now let NCC is a, you are in a college and the college is giving you approval, that is NCC is giving you approval that you are the pass out of let it be 2020, and after that ISOC, that is the university under which the college stands. So it is the ISO which under which NC is there, means the American National, it is already written that approve the above version. Approve the above version means ANSIC, that is the above version which came into place. So is that the last? No, it is not. So here comes now C99. C99, it was developed in 1999. So you can understand it well through that why it is 99, because it is evolved in 1999. Although C++ and Java were evolved out of C, the standardization committee of C felt that a few features of C++ and Java, if added to C, would enhance the usefulness of the language. The result, means the outcome of this, the result was the 1999 standard for C. This version is usually referred as C99. So what is this? Means it has some new features. The above versions is more or less likely, but the C99 version, it has new features. What are the new features? The standardization committee of C felt that some versions, means some features of C++ and Java, like when you are in college, only not the college, means the studies that the college give you is okay, but you gather knowledge from outside also, like from YouTube, like from Coursera, like from blah blah blah, from many other regions. You gain the skills, the extra skills which will make you different, which will make you more powerful, is the same as the standardization committee of C uses the C++ and Java features. So you could understand what is the new part in C99 and why it is used, because as I've already said, all want to improve, like that C also wanted to improve. So here are the other points which I have already said. Now it is okay that the about the origin, it is this part only, nothing new else. So thank you guys for watching my new video and till end, and you can email me or phone me. The numbers are given and my email is also given. If you have any problem, I would like to solve this, and please comment good or bad, please write in the chat box, because I will see every comment very thoroughly. So you can comment me and what are the new addition I should make. Believe me or not, nobody or no other YouTube videos, I don't think that nobody have illustrated the origin so much in detail. So if you have any doubts, if you have any question, please mail me and WhatsApp me. Don't call, only WhatsApp me. I will give you the answers. So bye bye.